Hey there, fellow royal enthusiasts. Today, we are diving into the world of the one and only Princess Aiko of Japan, the Emperor's only daughter who's managed to steal the hearts of everyone, including mine. But let's be real, who wouldn't fall for this royal beauty with her charming smile and poise? Princess Aiko's life is not just a tale of riches and glamour. She is given the personal name Toshi, meaning a person who loves or respects others. Yet, despite her kind and loving nature, she is also known as the loneliest princess, a title that carries with it a sense of mystery and intrigue. Being the only daughter of Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako, Aiko was surrounded by love and care, but she wasn't immune to the challenges that came with growing up in the royal family. Despite being born into wealth and privilege, Aiko faced bullying in school. Her royal status didn't shield her from the cruel reality of bullying. The life of Princess Aiko is truly a life of luxury, surrounded by all the best the world has to offer. But as we all know, with great privilege comes great responsibility, and the princess has always been well aware of the expectations that come with her royal status. So, what was it like growing up as the emperor's daughter? Was it all fancy tea parties and luxuries? Well, the answer is a little more complicated than that. It was a life filled with wealth and privilege, sure, but also with loneliness and intense expectations. Being the only daughter of the emperor is no easy feat. And Princess Aiko had to navigate all sorts of challenges as she came of age and took on new responsibilities. Growing up as a royal also had its challenges. For one, the princess was often subjected to bullying at school. Can you believe it? I mean, the other students were probably just jealous of her royal status and her A-list lifestyle. Growing up as the only daughter of the Emperor of Japan, Princess Aiko faced unique challenges that most children could never imagine. She was constantly in the public eye, and every move she made was scrutinized by the media and the public. It was reported that Princess Aiko was homeschooled for most of her formative years and that she isolated herself due to depression and anxiety caused by her school experiences. She was often teased and bullied by her classmates, who were intimidated by her royal status and the attention she received from the media. For the princess, it was a difficult and lonely experience, especially since she was so far removed from her royal duties. But as much as we all love Princess Aiko, she faces an uncertain future. The imperial family of Japan has been around for thousands of years, and with it, strict rules and tradition. But in today's world, with so many changes happening all around us, is the imperial family ready to adapt to these changes? Let's dive into the world of the Japanese imperial family and the traditions surrounding marriage and the throne. The Japanese tradition dictates that only the male members of the imperial family are allowed to marry a commoner, while women must choose between staying in the imperial family and giving up all the privileges, or marrying outside of nobility and leaving the family altogether. So, what's the deal with the imperial throne, you ask? Well, let's just say that it is a bit of a boys' club. The throne only passes down through the male line, so unfortunately for Princess Aiko, she won't be sitting on that throne anytime soon. But let's not forget the Emperor's divine status, as they are believed to be the direct descendant of the sun goddess Amaterasu. Talk about royalty with a side of mythology. According to Japanese tradition, Princess Aiko is expected to marry within the nobility. Before you start feeling too bad for our dear Princess Aiko, remember that she's still royalty, living a life most of us can only dream of. And who knows, she may just marry a prince from another kingdom and become a queen herself. And you know what? Some members of the royal family have already taken this road, breaking away from tradition and embracing the new. Just look at Princess Mako, who married her college boyfriend and is now a common citizen. Who says, you can't marry for love and not just for tradition? Not us. Just like a fairy tale, Princess Aiko's aunt Sayako Kuroda traded in her tiara for a life of love with an office clerk, and they have been living the dream ever since. Who says, you can't have your cake and eat it too? Love and happiness always trump titles and tradition, if you ask me. While Princess Aiko's future remains uncertain, one thing is for sure: she has a strong and supportive family who will always be there for her. And let's not forget, she has the hearts of the people behind her too. On March 17, 2022, Princess Aiko stepped up to the mic out of her royal shadow and into the spotlight. For the first time since becoming an adult member of the imperial family, she held a news conference that had everyone on the edge of their seats. It was a chance for the princess to share her thoughts and ideas with the world, and boy, did she deliver! Princess Aiko expressed her gratitude and happiness for reaching this milestone, saying, "I am happy that I was able to reach this milestone of 20 years of age. When I look back on the days up until now, it feels that the days passed by so quickly but at the same time have been long." She also talked about her experiences and how she learned to take on her responsibilities as a member of the imperial family. But it wasn't all nerves and butterflies. Princess Aiko also realized the weight of her responsibilities as a member of the imperial family. At the conference, Princess Aiko showed her compassionate side by emphasizing the significance of always wishing for the well-being of others. Her grandfather, Emperor Emerito, instilled in her the belief that the imperial family should always have the happiness of the people at heart and carry out their duties while sharing both their joys and hardships. She believes that this is the very essence of their role. Princess Aiko truly has a heart that empathizes with others. As the only daughter of the emperor, Princess Aiko has a lot on her plate. And let's not forget about her cousin, Mako Komuro, who made headlines when she married a commoner and left the imperial family. But don't worry, Aiko holds no grudges and wishes her cousin happiness for the rest of her lives. At her first conference, she spoke about her personal life and her cousin Mako Komuro, who married a commoner and left the imperial family. It was reported by People magazine that Princess Aiko shared, "I will always remember with gratitude how she was so friendly and kind to me. As her cousin, I pray that she remains happy for the rest of her years." Most people hope for the imperial law to be revisited and for the title of the emperor to be passed down through the female line. This would allow Princess Aiko to become the first female Empress of Japan, breaking all traditional rules and setting a new standard for future generations. But on the flip side, there are those traditionalists who want to keep the 2,000-year-old monarchy exactly as it is, with not a single tradition altered. They want to hold on to tradition like it's a precious gem, but hey, at least they have their priorities straight. So, is Princess Aiko going to turn the tables and change the game for the imperial family? Or will she stay loyal to the traditional ways that have been in place for a whopping 2,000 years? Will Princess Aiko be the lucky one to have fate change the imperial laws for her and become the first female Empress of Japan? The answer to this burning question is still up in the air, but one thing is for sure, it's going to be a wild ride. It's like waiting for the final exam results, but way more exciting. Either way, the world is on the edge of its seat, waiting to see what the future holds for the beloved Princess Aiko. So, what do you think, Fox? Will she bring us into the future or keep us rooted in the past? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And with that, we wrap up today's episode on Princess Aiko and the imperial family's marriage and throne rules. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, and of course, subscribe to our channel for more royal updates. Stay tuned for more.